Stefano is a dipsomaniac butler at Alonso's court. He is an ambitious and greedy man who tries to take advantage of the apparent chaos on the island by making himself king. He uses his bottle as a way of controlling Caliban and Trinculo, but is undone by his avarice when he attempts to steal Prospero's robes. Trinculo is a Neapolitan jester who, like Stefano, sees the possibilities which a new social order on the island would offer him. He has more wit than Stefano, but he nonetheless shares in his butler's drinking and ambition plans to rule the island. He too is undone by the sight of Prospero's rich clothes and is punished for his actions at the end of the play. Stefano, Trinculo and Caliban form a well-matched comic trio. They provide a great deal of comic relief as well as adding some dramatic tension by plotting against Prospero. They speak in down-to-earth prose as befits their low rank. Stefano and Trinculo are both foolish and like to drink and are drunk throughout the whole play. Trinculo puzzles over whether Caliban is a man or a fish, which provides dramatic irony and comic relief. When he discovers Stefano, they are delighted to see each other. Their affection is touching. Of the two, Stefano seems to be the more foolish. He is conceited enough to enjoy being worshipped by Caliban and to start treating Trinculo as one of his subjects. Trinculo, a court jester, says quite wise things. Discovering Caliban, he comments on the foolishness of people in England that would pay to see such a creature, or a dead Indian, but would not give a penny to a lame beggar. At the end of the play, the pair are pathetic rather than penitent, but they seem chastened. In their ridiculous stolen finery, they lighten the scene after the weighty accusations, confessions, and forgiveness, helping the play to end on a brighter note.
The subplot can also be interpreted through a Christian reading of the text. Stefano and Trinculo and Caliban are all characters who have to go through the chain of being in order to reach either repentance or sin. All the characters go through trials in the subplot, which leads them into either growth and personal growth, as Caliban does when he says that the garments are trash, or into a state of no more wisening, such as Trinculo and Stefano.
Many themes of the Tempest are reflected in the play's structure and its subplot. In particular, the subplot emphasizes the theme of power. Caliban's persuading of Stefano and Trinculo to murder Prospero is paralleled with Antonio's persuasion of Sebastian to kill King Alonso. The theme of usurpation is therefore a constant throughout the play, and the audience is encouraged to compare the stereotypically high and low cultures of the characters. For example, Antonio and Sebastian are both foolish and wicked, and are prime examples of old world savagery, whilst Trinculo and Stefano are probably just foolish and in fact a bit pathetic by the play's end. However, Caliban is shown as being noble, and he has noble reasons for wanting to be liberated, as there are spirits who do hiss me into madness. He therefore doesn't have the Machiavellian aspirations of Antonio, and perhaps this is inspired by the essay Of the Cannibals by philosopher Montaigne, who popularized the idea of the noble savage.
The plot begins at Act 2, Scene 2, when Trinculo stumbles across Caliban and insistently compares his physical appearance to a fish. In one production, this inspires an amphibious interpretation, seeing Caliban taking the form of a turtle, allowing him to naturally hide in the shell during the scene, conforming to a submissive nature. Caliban first appears in Act 1, Scene 2 and is presented as savage, where he states, "I must eat my dinner," a being controlled by his impulses and therefore being lesser than a man. However, through language, Caliban himself subverts his initial presentation as he, for most of the subplot, speaks in verse, a form typically reserved for characters of social status. Prospero describes Caliban as a beast upon whose nurture can never stick, and yet Caliban's relationship with Stefano mirrors that of his original relationship with Prospero. This is typical of the subplot mirroring action or events from the main plot. Caliban and Prospero's relationship is mirrored again as Caliban educates Stefano and Trinculo on the island. He comforts them when they are fearful, telling them that the island has sweet sounds and sweet airs. This again subverts his so-called beastliness, as he can appreciate the island for its beauty, whereas the civilized man, only has intentions to exploit it for its materials.
Thank you.